In my previous videos, I've demonstrated how intelligent and evolutionarily advanced I am. Those videos are absolutely a masterpiece to inducing the ignorant public into a correct track of what a real superior human being is, but all the positive representations in those videos are myself. In this video, I'll interpret something more general, more universal. As the video title says, why do so many Chinese look Southeast Asian and prefer to call themselves East Asian?
Experienced two different types of education, right?
Yeah.
It's like Korean type or East Asian type. And boy,
Yes. Where are you from?
China. What do you think I'm from at first?
Thailand.
On Chinese social media, there are so many Chinese netizens making statements with, we East Asians, just like people who live in East Asia, this geographic division, supposed to be one family, one race. When we are discussing this family, East Asians, it is the same thing as discussing the Chinese, together with Japanese, Koreans, and sometimes Mongols. One fact that people cannot deny is that Chinese culture indeed influenced Koreans and Japanese, because China is a fertile territory which generates more population and lets civilization appear early, resulting in the ancient Koreans and Japanese to borrow things created by Chinese instead waste their vigor to create a new one. Despite the cultural similarity, can Chinese really be considered as one family, one race, with Koreans and Japanese? Because it is very weird, as if there is one Berber person who said, we Africans. In actuality, Berbers prefer to Mediterraneans to call themselves rather than Africans or North Africans, which fits more their racial characteristics. As the audience who are watching this video, you must have abundant opportunities to witness many Mongoloid Asian tourists or immigrants in your residential area. In the tourist spots, they are often Chinese, then sometimes Japanese, Koreans, and other Mongoloid Asians. This is what I have experienced when I travel to Europe and Central Asia. If that's the case, you already have a concept that most Chinese look quite distant from Koreans and Japanese. Meanwhile, they look Southeast Asian. Only a minor ratio of people who are identified as Korean or Japanese look Chinese or Southeast Asian. Thus, the major population originating from China are typical Southeast Asian at racial-wise.
这样的男生长得帅的呀。
不要太胖，然后比较高一。我觉得中国的文化很丰富，很丰富。Hello， 大家好，今天我所在位置，大家可以猜猜看我在哪？我好帮他们。Hello， 大家好。
When I travel abroad, random strangers, including Chinese tourists, mistake me as a non-Chinese person, just imagining what common Chinese and Southeast Asians look like, which makes me feel really good. In my last video, I have mentioned that if you have a simian face, it is an actual critical concern, and I must admit there are racial groups that have more simian faces and small brains than others. Answer the video title. The major population in China discriminate against their own simian-looking ugly faces and desire to draw the line with their closest cousins, the Indo-Chinese, which were scorned as the jungle monkeys. That is the decisive reason why so many Chinese choose to use the term, we East Asian instead of, we Asians to call themselves. They are wanting to be deemed as the same thing as Koreans or Japanese, which are not considered as the jungle monkeys by Chinese. Therefore, you can witness there are so many Chinese people, especially celebrities and influencers, dressed up in Korean or Japanese style, having their plastic surgery done in Korea or Japan,